Welcome to Adventures in the Caribbean, your insider guide to the best of the Caribbean. And I'm your host, Caribbean Chris, and Adventures will be covering and discovering all of the greatest spots in the Caribbean. From extreme to beginner sports, off the beaten path, we will have it all. We will be on the water, in the sky, on the trails, and in the mountains. We will also be covering all of the latest events and activities, with new adventures every week. For more information, check us out online at adventuresinthecaribbean.com, Facebook, Adventures in the Caribbean. Join us for the best of Adventures in the Caribbean. On September 6th of 2017, a Category 5 hurricane named Irma smashed into the northern Caribbean, leaving a path of destruction in its wake, taking thousands of homes and leaving thousands homeless and without any resources like food and water. The terrible conditions were multiplied with no power and water to most of the affected islands. Hurricane Irma moved in and beat up Puerto Rico and tore up the northern Caribbean. The damage was devastating on some islands, and some were lucky enough to avoid the fury of the storm. We fell somewhere in between there.
Okay, yeah, we're getting a little crazy now. It's about 4:30, and the seas are way crazy. So you can barely see. It's like a whitewash out there here as well with the wind and the rains, but the seas are very angry, my friend. And I believe we're probably hitting gusts of about 70 now. You can hear it really with the howling of the windows and the trees just shouting out. Let's hope these guys make it. Whoa. Yeah, it's getting pretty heavy now. I think we're pretty close to the actual eye of the storm. It's supposed to be about 4:30 now, so yeah, it's getting pretty crazy. We got a lamp that's could possibly go flying here, so I better secure that. And then, yikes, who knows what else is gonna go flying with these winds. We'll check in again soon. All right, here we are. We're, let's see, a little past the eye of the storm. You can see that the wind has knocked some stuff around. It's been kicking at least 80. Whoa! Yeah! Somewhere around there. And you can see the trees are taking a beating, but they are holding strong so far. Hopefully we're, yikes. Hopefully we're not far from the end of this storm. It is anticipated to go on about 2 more hours. I'm not sure if we've seen the worst of it yet. We'll keep you posted. Oh yeah, she's kicking now. I think we're up to probably 80 gusts. We got a little calm in the storm, possibly the eye. So I came out to, whoa, there goes something else. Okay, some more broken stuff. Whoa, it is getting a little hairy out here. I may have spoke too soon when I said it's just about complete, but let's see how the ocean does. We're getting some rising water here in the yard. You can see that. I don't want to get her too wet. And then you can see also across the street, they currently do not have water. Let's get a clear shot. There we go. They currently don't have water across the street building up on the lawn. You can see they're right on the ocean. So that's encouraging.
Don't move. Carrie B and Chris will be right back.
What to do in PR.com. Best of Puerto Rico. From adventures to sightseeing. Best boat trips, snorkeling and diving, and jet skiing. See the island by air with airplane or heli tours. If staying on the ground is more your thing, check out the Segway tours of Old San Juan. For more adventure, we offer ATVs, amphibious vehicles, and horseback riding. For extreme adventures, paragliding, hang gliding, Puerto Rico is also famous for its amazing zipline parks, with the largest, highest zipline in the Caribbean. Flyboarding, adventures, check out what to do in PR.com or call 787-667-6729.
Welcome to the Isla Verde Report. For the latest news and information on Isla Verde, easy access, close to everything, 5 minutes from the airport, with amazing beaches that hug the entire coast of Isla Verde. You can sunbathe, swim, just relax and take it all in while drinking a cold, refreshing pina colada. Boating, kiteboarding, surfing, banana boat rides, and jet skiing round out the perfect location to enjoy Puerto Rico. Our beaches are protected by a marine reserve overseen by Arrecife de la Isla Verde, led by Paco Lopez Mujica, with so many choices on where to stay and a diverse selection of dining and drinks. There is something for everyone, with happy hours, nightly entertainment, casinos. You have it all. And don't forget, we have beautiful beaches in Isla Verde. Isla Verde, we love you. islaverde.info, facebook.com, Isla Verde Report.
But the seas are, goodness gracious, I don't know if you can see because it's a bit of a whitewash, but the ocean is just churning right now. I sure hope nobody is out there in a boat. They're in real trouble right now. Actually, you're in trouble if you're in a car right now with these winds. Look at the ocean. God, you got to be able to see this. It is just like, it is absolutely a flowing river. And it's odd that, you know, our storm came from, of course, from the Virgin Islands to here, which is from east to west, and that's where all of our weather comes. But you can see right now that the water is flowing very heavily. I mean, it's like the Amazon River.
One of the biggest fears is storm surge, the ocean's rising up and flooding the area. But for now, we were okay. The storm went on for hours. The winds and rains were scary. You never know what can happen in these situations. But we rode it out.
Alright, we can see up close some of the devastation that happened to the trees. Whoa, you got a little thunder and lightning happening. The remnants of the storm. Yeah, you'll see that a lot of the trees, branches broke off and trees got knocked over. These particular ones here just got pulled right out of the ground. The neighbors took a little damage. Their coconut tree remained strong. That thing was like almost sideways, as you'll see in the video. Even the coconuts held on, but it's a miracle. Pretty beat up this yard. And the saddest part of it all is the 3 houses they had on the property, all destroyed. Well, our backyard did not fare so well. Several of the little palms are down and out, it looks like. That's the breadfruit tree back there. That one's about halfway beaten. So hopefully it'll come back. This one is our papaya or papaya tree. Papaya. And it looks like that one may be history. Okay, well, this is the road to mi casa. It is presently closed, at least in one spot. I'm going to venture further up the road, see if there are any more trees down, which is a probability, I'm sure.
Don't move. Carrie B and Chris will be right back.
Today and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel Adventure Discovery.
What to do in PR.com. Best of Puerto Rico. From adventures to sightseeing. Best boat trips, snorkeling and diving and jet skiing. See the island by air with airplane or heli tours. If staying on the ground is more your thing, check out the Segway tours of Old San Juan. For more adventure, we offer ATVs, amphibious vehicles, and horseback riding. For extreme adventures, paragliding, hang gliding, Puerto Rico is also famous for its amazing zipline parks, with the largest, highest zipline in the Caribbean. Flyboarding, adventures, check out whattodoinpr.com or call 787-667-6729.
All right, so no sooner did we come down and discover the road being blocked off that the cavalry has arrived. And they got the equipment. They are going to be getting rid of this blockage in just a heartbeat. All right, the road is open. It's still looking a little rough, but it is open. People are starting to come back. Ooh, they got a generator. Lucky. The road to the beach is, whoa, a little washed out. And up the road, it's looking pretty rough as well. Alright, I know you think you're probably looking at some people in the woods doing a little forestry work with chainsaws. You are not. I'm actually standing on the road that leads down to the end of the street to the people's houses and campgrounds and different properties. And you can see that there are massive 120, 130 foot trees that have just fallen over right into the street. It's nuts. And so you're not looking at the woods, you're actually looking at the road, which they're trying to get cleared right now, which is going to take a lot of work. And if you look up here, this is also very frightening. The power box, the junction box up there you see, it goes along here. The wires have been taken out from the trees, and the trees are actually leaning right now on these power lines. You can see them just in a little bit that they go down right there. So these power lines, it's going to be very important that they don't cut these trees in the wrong way, that it takes out the power lines with them, or it will take out the power and take a long time. So let's flip around here. You can see all the trees down, and then even on this side, it's just insane. It looks like we're looking at, you know, we're taking a walk through the woods. But I'll clear away a little debris here, and you can see that this is actually a street. And the road goes down this way, completely covered in debris. And once that mess we just saw is cleaned up, then they can get to work on this mess, which also is going to be very dangerous, because you can see that these trees right here are also on the power line. So some serious power line issues to deal with. And these trees are also, we'll go down and take a bit of a closer look. Watch our step here, break my neck. But you can see that a lot of these trees, or many of these trees anyway, have leaned, fallen towards the power lines and towards the left, and they are not completely out of the ground, and they're not completely fallen. So that's going to be a very tricky cleanup, and I'm sure it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort. And another thing I'll mention, good gracious, Look at even the other side of this. Another thing I'll mention too is these are all volunteers. These are in accordance with some people from the city. They've come out here on their own accord as volunteers to try and clean up the road. And as I was saying, this tree here is not completely fallen, so I think it doesn't matter one way or the other. I think it's going down. And then of course you can see through this tree tunnel of fallen trees that we have the rest of the road that continues on, and one can only imagine how long that's going to take. You can't even really see the damage and the carnage that's happened here. And again, very cautious here because of the power lines. So hopefully we can get this thing cleaned up. I'm going to drop my camera and go try and chip in a little bit and clear some trees and get this street open once again. Alright, you can see that they did make some good progress on the road here. The road continues on up to the end there and takes a right where there's a few other houses. We can see here some of the stragglers, some of the dogs that made it through the storm. Congratulations, good job, puppies. And someone has actually, where did we go here? Yeah, someone has actually left them some food and water, it appears. Very nice. People in this neighborhood, you know, they don't really like the strays all over, but, you know, who's gonna let them starve? You know, not this people in this neighborhood. And where are you going with that, puppy? Puppy, don't eat that cup. They're crazy. So cute. So they can get back to running around the neighborhood, causing trouble, having fun, like dogs will do.
The goal really is to bring comfort to the people of the islands, to let them know that we're here to help them recover and just do as much as we can to help them until the authorities can take over. And that's been really long time in coming.
Puerto Rico lo hace mejor. We have definitely been #1 right now. It has made my heart just absolutely burst with joy to see everybody who's donated, who all of the Puerto Rican Navy that went over took. I mean, we looked at the emergency dock and it was full of supplies. I mean, they definitely came together. East Island Excursions, we have been doing a fantastic job.
We're volunteering, helping load boats with East Island Excursions going to St. Thomas and St. John. We're very grateful to this charter company. They've taken a personal business loss in order to run boats between Fajardo and the sister islands in order to bring people and supplies. And we're very, very touched and very grateful to them personally, because last week my twin sister and my small nephews were evacuated from St. John after a week of, or I guess after several days of not hearing their voices, not knowing if they were okay, not knowing if they were alive. And they showed up on one of East Island's boats last week, and we're really, really, really happy and really grateful about that. So we're here now trying to pay it back a little bit.
El hecho de que estemos dando la ayuda humanitaria a nuestros vecinos de las islas norteamericanas y británicas, para mí me llena de orgullo ver cómo los puertorriqueños se han unido, tanto ciudadanos como el gobierno, para ¿verdad? Brindarles ayuda y soporte a estas personas que lo necesitan, ¿verdad? Y que se encuentran en una situación de vida o muerte, andan con niños y están bien necesitados de nosotros. Nosotros somos los vecinos más cercanos y la mejor manera que le podamos ayudar, yo estoy seguro que va a ser bien recibido y bien agradecido por parte de nuestros vecinos isleños.
Nosotros básicamente hemos logrado recoger un poco de todo. Tenemos comidas enlatadas, artículos de primera necesidad, artículos de primeros auxilios, pampers para los bebés, comida para los bebés, artículos personales para las mujeres, para los hombres también, mucha comida. Hemos recibido alrededor de yo te diría una leve cantidad de personas refugiadas que necesitan llegar a los Estados Unidos o llegar a los Estados Unidos y regresar otra vez a la isla para poder construir sus casas porque lo han perdido todo. Pero gracias a Dios hemos sido bastante bendecidos, hemos recibido de todo tipo de artículos de primera necesidad o artículos personales aquí. For the people in the islands who are busy rebuilding and getting their communities back together, just know that Puerto Ricans are here for you. We've never seen the type of community and the type of kindness that we see here. People are donating, people are working dusk to dawn to try to get you the supplies that you need to build your communities again. So hang in there, help is on the way.
Lo que pueden hacer es llegar aquí a la marina a las 6 de la mañana dispuestos a ayudar. Siempre estamos de 6 a 9 montando las cosas en los botes y luego de 2 a 7 recibiendo a los refugiados y también recargando los botes otra vez que salen al otro día para la isla.
We're here for you. We're doing what we can.
Stay tuned to Adventures in the Caribbean. Next episode, we will have part 2 of our hurricane special as we brace for impact of Hurricane Maria. I'm your host, Caribbean Chris, and we will see you next week. Don't forget to check us out online and join us for an adventure.
Adventures in the Caribbean, you should see what we've been seeing. Adventures in the Caribbean, you should see what we've been seeing. Adventures in the Caribbean, come and see what we've been. Adventures in the Caribbean, you should see what we've been seeing. Adventures in the Caribbean, you should see what we've been seeing. Adventures in the Caribbean, come and see what we've been seeing.
Welcome to La Estación in Fajardo, Puerto Rico. Always greeted with a smile. Unique decor and relaxing atmosphere. Many comfortable areas, seating for every mood. They have specialty drinks. It's family run and family friendly. You want fresh food? You got it. Lobster, snapper, steaks, and the best award-winning barbecue. Great times at La Estación y Las Croabas.